And therefore freedom has no cause. Are you following me? Now with all this being stated, let's look at the cause of sorrow and whether that cause can ever end. Because man, we all of us have suffered in one way or another. Through death, through lack of love, or having love for another and not receiving in return. Sorrow has many, many faces. And man has tried to escape from sorrow. From ancient of times. And we still live, after all these million years, we still live with sorrow. Man has shed, or woman too, man has shed untold tears. There's been wars which have brought such agony to human beings. Great anxiety. And apparently we have not been able to be free from that sorrow. This is not a rhetorical question. But is it possible for a human brain, human mind, human being to be totally free from the anxiety of sorrow and all the human travail with regard to it? Let's go together, walk along the same path to find out. Along the same road, let's walk together to see if we can, in our daily life, end this terrible burden which man has carried from the time he has lived till now. How do you approach such a question? We're asking the question is the ending of sorrow. How do you approach it? What's your reaction to that question? What is the state of your mind, your quality, when a question of that kind is put to us? My son is dead. My husband is gone. I have friends who have betrayed me. I have followed, and it has been fruitless after 20 years. Sorrow has such great beauty and pain in it. Now, how does each one of us react to that question? Do we say, I don't want even to look at it. I've suffered. It's a lot of man. I rationalize it. and accept it and go on. That's one way of dealing with it. But you haven't solved the problem. Or you transmit that sorrow to a symbol and worship that symbol, as is done in Christianity. Or, as the ancient Hindus who have done, it is your lot, your karma. Or, in the modern world, you say your parents are responsible for it, or your society, or you have inherited genetically some kind of genes and you have to suffer for it, and so on, so on. There have been 1,000 explanations, but these explanations have not resolved the ache and the pain of sorrow. So, how do I approach this question? Do you want to look at it face to face, or casually, or with trepidation? How do I approach such a problem? Approach means come near to the problem, very near. That is sorrow different from the observer who says, I'm in sorrow? When he says, I'm in sorrow, he separated himself from that feeling. So he has not approached it at all. He has not come touching it. So can we not avoid it, not transmit it, not escape from it, but come with such closeness to it, which means I am sorrow. Is that so? Like I am anger, I am envy, but I have also invented an idea of non-envy. That invention is to postpone, put it off further. But the fact is, I am envy. I am sorrow. Do you realize what that means? Not somebody has caused me sorrow. Not my son is dead, therefore I shed tears. I will shed tears for my son, for my wife, for my whoever it is. But that's an outward expression of that pain of loss. That loss is the result of my dependence on that person, my attachment, my clinging to it, my feeling I'm lost without him. So we are, as usual, we try to act upon the symptoms. We never go to the very root of this enormous problem, which is sorrow. So we are not talking about